The Chinese automaker Xpeng just revealed its highly anticipated second-gen iron humanoid, calling it the world's most lifelike robot yet. The way it looks and moves are equal parts Westworld and Catwoman.
Cat got your tongue.
Also, one of the few Silicon Valley startups focused on humanoid hardware is shutting down, raising alarms about whether the US can maintain an edge over China in the race toward general-purpose robotics. In Guangzhou, the rising Tesla rival Xpeng just stunned audiences with its next-gen humanoid that leans heavily into Westworld aesthetics. Xpeng chairman He Xiaopeng unveiled the upgraded flagship during the EV maker's AI Day event, a year after introducing its first iron prototype. This time, instead of showcasing industrial tasks, the Iron V2 catwalk. During his keynote, the chairman said the robot's design is a deliberate shift to make robots more aesthetically pleasing to the general public. He said the robot will be available in feminine and masculine variants and will be customizable. If Xpeng follows through on that, it could spark a sub-market of small businesses offering custom humanoid skins, much like the $25 billion smartphone case market. Heading into 2026, Chinese humanoid designs are increasingly emphasizing lifelike features. Hangzhou-based Unitree Robotics unnerved many with the updated look of its second-generation full-sized humanoid, the H2. Unitree founder Wang Xingxing has said the design changes were due to feedback from people who called the original's aesthetic scary and unfriendly. Unitree's popular compact humanoid, the G1, is already being used as a platform by companies like EngineAI Robotics to give their hyper-realistic creations bipedal locomotion and hand dexterity. If the trend continues, the next iron iteration could be closer to
Stop!
Built with a human-like spinal column, the upgraded iron humanoid features a sculpted feminine silhouette with contoured armor and bionic muscles. It stands 178 centimeters or 5 feet 10 inches and weighs 70 kilos or 154 pounds. Future iterations are expected to be scaled down. Iron's exoskeleton is made of lightweight composite materials with smooth, contoured armor panels that resemble musculature rather than machinery. According to Xpeng, 3 of its self-developed Turing AI chips deliver more than 2,200 TOPS of compute. It's one of the first humanoids to run on a solid-state battery, which is higher in energy density, faster charging, and safer than traditional lithium-ion cells. Humanoids are becoming a platform to test larger-scale deployment of solid-state batteries into electric vehicles as the technology matures. The Shenzhen startup Engine says its next-generation heavyweight humanoid, named the T-800 after Arnold in the Terminator, also runs on a solid-state pack. Xpeng claims Iron can already perform complex actions guided by its vision language action model, which is the same kind of artificial intelligence that powers rival humanoids like Tesla's Optimus, the Figure 3, and 1X's Neo. Xpeng says its model differs because it removes the so-called language bottleneck, where visual input must be translated into words before action. The architecture uses a direct vision-to-action pathway that skips the textual reasoning step, which the company says unlocks faster and more natural physical responses. Xiaopeng said the system will be open-sourced to global business partners, with Volkswagen Group named as the first customer. Its 5-fingered hands boast a reported 22 degrees of freedom, which is in the upper echelon of dexterous end effectors hitting the market today. Xpeng is positioning Iron as a direct competitor to Tesla's Optimus humanoid robot. Leading up to the event, the company shared a teaser on social media with the headline "We Robots," an obvious play on Tesla's 2024 We Robot spectacle at Warner Bros. Studios, during which Elon Musk framed Optimus as the core pillar of the EV maker's long-term vision. Xpeng formally ventured into robotics in 2020 when it acquired the Shenzhen startup Robotics and installed its founder, Zhao Tongyang, as head of its humanoid program. Like Tesla, Xpeng plans to scale production of its humanoid by the end of 2026. For now, they're targeting service use cases and not home deployments.
I believe no single companies in robotics can actually ensure safety in the household. That's why I think safety would be the greatest challenge to hinder that development.
The robot showcased during the AI Day event is almost certainly not designed for mass manufacturing. Xpeng is a perceived leader in a sea of firms that have emerged since the Chinese government set a national goal to mass-produce humanoids by 2025 and to own the market by 2027. China has easily surpassed its initial goal of manufacturing at least 10,000 humanoids in 2025, with some reporting suggesting more than 30,000 have been produced by companies like Unitree, Robot Era, Agibot, Noetics, and Booster Robotics. The new and improved iron is hitting the scene as concerns rise in the West that it's far behind China in the race toward general-purpose robotics. Humanoids like the G1 from Unitree and the T1 from Booster Robotics have surged in popularity in the past year among researchers and developers thanks to their relatively low entry prices. Elite Labs use the humanoids as a platform to test next-gen applications. Amazon's frontier research group, Amazon FAR, for example, is using Chinese humanoids to develop a general-purpose model for last-mile automation. In Palo Alto, Benjamin Bolte launched K-Scale Labs in 2024 to develop a humanoid platform for developers so they wouldn't have to rely on Chinese hardware. The startup generated buzz when it offered its flagship K-Bot humanoid for sale for under $10,000 earlier this year. However, now pre-orders have been canceled and the startup has shut down after failing to secure enough funding to operate. K-Scale had already shipped at least 2 of the humanoids, which stand about 1.4 meters or 4 feet 7 inches and weigh about 34 kilos or 77 pounds. The first batch of pre-orders was limited to 100 units. Harrison Kinsley, a popular programming educator, shared a screenshot of the email Bolte sent to customers on X. In the message, Bolte cited challenges raising funds from Silicon Valley VCs, despite surging interest in American dynamism. He lamented that a growing list of Chinese companies have successfully funded large-scale production, while Western firms have shipped virtually 0 units. He said he raised a small amount in seed funding but couldn't find a lead investor, leaving only enough for a month or so runway. Bolte said K-Scale's proprietary IP, including the hardware and software for its K-Bot and smaller Zeroth bots, have been open-sourced under non-commercial licenses. Core team members have already secured funding for a newly launched startup called Gradient Robots. Meanwhile, another Silicon Valley-based startup is going against the grain heading into 2026 with its bold push into households. The radical strategy they're executing on could shift perceptions about what's possible at home or be a flop of epic proportions. For more on 1X Tech's plans for its neo-humanoid robot for homes, check the related video.